So we talked a little bit about this the other day when we were introducing the DARE essay. So we talked about everything that we've learned so far. We went through each lesson. I encourage you to look in your DARE book to come up with ideas of what you've been learning because we're going to have to write about it in our essay. Today we're going to brainstorm these ideas. So the first thing we want to think about is what have we learned so far in DARE? Now, in a couple days, or actually tomorrow, I'm going to teach you exactly what sections of our report we're going to include here, and you'll see these come up again. But basically, it's going to be each one of these is a body paragraph. So we're going to write a whole paragraph on what we have learned in DARE. For example, so we really should have spent a lot of time yesterday kind of like brainstorming what we've learned in DARE already. The next part, how have I used the DARE decision-making model? I touched on this a little bit yesterday, but we didn't like fully discuss it. Think about that DARE decision-making model. So, in one of the examples from the first lesson, they said something about when there's a situation like this situation here. You play on a soccer team. The team depends on you as goalkeeper. You are invited to your best friend's birthday party at the same time as the big game. You would have to miss the game to go to the party. How do you decide what to do? And we all talked about this on that day, or at least you wrote about it and you thought about it. And the first thing we had to do was define the problem. We had to describe what the problem is, challenge or opportunity. And then we had to assess. We had to think about what are our choices? What are our choices here? We could either go to the game or we could go to our friend's birthday party. And what's the consequences? Like, what if we decide to go to the soccer game and not our friend's birthday party? Well, our friend might be mad at us, right? Well, what is our consequence if we decide to go to our friend's birthday party and not our soccer game? Well, the team depends on us as a goalkeeper, so they're going to be upset with us. We have to make a decision, though. Okay, so then we finally make a choice. When we get to the respond section, we make a choice and we kind of just choose whatever we think is the better choice. I mean, they both are really tough, but we have to just choose what we think is best. And then we can evaluate, review our decision. Think, did I make a good choice? Did I have more reasons to pick this choice than I did the other choice? And we can use that for every dilemma or problem that comes up in our life. The DARE decision-making model is so good to remember. So think about, have you used that? Maybe you didn't actually go through step by step, but what challenges have come up for you? What tough decisions have come up for you in the past few weeks since you've learned about this decision-making model? Did this cross your mind at any point? We want to hear about it. And then the last paragraph is going to be about how do you plan on using what you have learned in the future. So this is a good one. Usually we would talk here about, if anything comes up when you're in middle school or high school where people are making bad decisions and they're maybe peer pressuring you a little bit. How can you use what you've learned in DARE to help you get through that situation? Or, if there's substances that are harmful to your body that people are doing and some part of your mind thinks, oh, maybe I should try that too. How can you apply what you've learned in DARE to stop you from making that decision? Because we want to always make safe and responsible decisions. So think about these three things. What have we learned in DARE? How have you personally used the DARE decision-making model? And how do you plan on using what you have learned so far in DARE to your future? We need to come up with lots of ideas here because this is what our essay is going to be about. These are our 3 body paragraphs, okay? So let me know if you have any questions.